Subscribe to Agile Neuro and hit the bell icon for latest updates. Hello everyone, how are you doing today? Good. Welcome to Cognitive Wellness series. My name is Amarendra and I am the Cognitive Wellness Interventionist. I head a company by the name of Agile Neuro, and we are in the space of psychology-based trainings, coachings, and psychometric assessments. Well, every week we come to you with some interesting topic related to psychology, leadership, NLP, emotional intelligence. This week I've chosen leadership because a lot of people have been asking me a lot of questions about how to be an effective leader or how to be a great leader. By the way, being a great leader is actually not a destination, it's a process. Okay, you cannot be a perfect leader because there is no person in this world who is a perfect leader. Sometimes people under you change or people above you change, the situations change, and then you start learning new things. So it's actually a process. But still, today I'll be giving you a structure which will help you be a good leader, and it will help you become better as time moves on. But here's a question for you. Let's say there's a tree. Okay, now if I were to ask you to draw a tree on a piece of paper, what all will you draw? You'll draw a stem, you'll draw branches, you'll draw leaves, you may draw fruits, and then we've missed one thing, that's the roots. Okay, so this is basically a tree, any generic tree. Now my question to you is, what is important to you? Let's say we are thinking of an apple tree. Okay, what is important to you about that apple tree? The fruits, the stem, the branches, the leaves, or the roots? What is important to you? Now, apples, isn't it? Fruits, that's important because you get to eat the fruits or you get to eat the apples. That's important to you. I know some of you while watching this video are doing this. I know you're doing that. And so what is important? Roots. ROOTS, roots. Yeah. Why? What are roots giving you? Apples, you can eat apples, right? What are roots giving you? Well, roots are actually giving you apples. If you take care of the roots, then you can get the right results. Well, leadership is somewhat like that. Okay, if you take care of the basics, if you take care of the pillars of leadership, and make sure that you're doing justice to the pillars of leadership, then you'll be an effective leader, a good leader. People are going to respect you, and you'll go places. Okay, so what are these pillars of leadership? I don't have a very big list, but let me ask you this question. What according to you is a great leader? What qualities should a great leader have? I'm sure you're going to say things like a great leader should be a visionary, a great leader should be a role model, a decision maker, should be situational, flexible, such things. Now there are at least 15 such, or rather 50 or 100 such adjectives which one can think of. Let's say all those adjectives were in a person, as a leader. What would you call that person? A great leader? No. You would call that person God, Bhagwan. Okay. So, again, so there's always scope of improvement. So I'll tell you what are the three pillars of leadership. The first pillar is trust. You have to be a trustworthy leader. Okay. Second is engagement, because people like to be engaged by their leaders. And third is empowerment. Let me touch on these three pillars quite subtly. I'm not going to go too deep in them because you should have a structure. So let's talk about trust. I've told you in one of the videos that how can you be a trustworthy person? You can be a trustworthy person if you are credible in the eyes of other people, if they think that you are an ethical and a person with great morals. Okay, so that's credibility. Okay. Pathos, or rather the second part in building trust, is rapport. In one of my videos, I've already mentioned to you how you build rapport. If you connect to every person in your team at their level, if you join your model of the world with their model of the world, then you can build that connect. And third, obviously, is the logic. So if somebody comes to you with a question and if you give an illogical answer, then they don't trust you. So trust consists of three things. Credibility. Do people see you as a credible leader? Do you have the right connect or rapport? And are you pushing them in the right direction so that they can find answers for themselves, or are you talking logically to them? So these are three things that are needed in trust. Now, as far as credibility is concerned, I can divide that further as well. In credibility, you can divide them into two parts. One is competency, and the second is character. Now, if people don't see you as a competent leader, then you are not a credible leader, and hence they will not trust you. Now, what do we mean by competency? Competency means capacity, or rather capability, and what results you've shown in the past. That's competency. And character. What's character? Character talks about your integrity, and it talks about your intent. Integrity. Do you walk the talk as a leader? I mean, you're telling people to be loyal, to stay with the company, but your resume is on some job portal. That's not such a good thing. And intent. What is your intention of running this team? Where do you want to take this team? Right? So character talks of integrity and intent. If there is any problem in any of these things that I've just told you, it directly reflects on your credibility, and that reflects on trust. Right? So that's the trust part. So you need to take care of all these things. Second, obviously, is engagement. I've always said this, that these team lunches or offsites, parties, that's good, but you need to engage with each and every person of your team and create experiences for them, because all this is very materialistic. All these team lunches and all that is pretty materialistic. Giving them gifts on Diwali, or let's say a loyalty bonus and all that is very materialistic. When your employees are going to be 80 years, okay, after their retirement age, when they're 80 years, they're not going to remember 25,000 rupees of loyalty bonus that they got. They are going to remember the experiences which you gave them. Like, for example, I'll tell you some things which I've done in my life. So, I had a team of 15 people when I was heading this learning and development department with a software company. Somebody got promoted, and we actually didn't tell that person that you are promoted. We actually called his place, called his dad, told him that your son is promoted, and asked the dad to call him and give him the good news, right? So now imagine after this son, when he receives this call from his father, how he would feel, isn't it? That's a magical experience. Another thing that we had done was, we had a nice huge circle. We had a chart paper, and we had created this circle which had 12 sectors. 12 sectors talking about 12 months, and each month was divided into 30 or 35 days. And we had written everyone's birthdays. We had 15 people in our team, so 15 people's birthdays. Not only that, we had also written the anniversaries. If somebody is married, when is that person's anniversary? We had also written if that person has a kid, when is that kid's birthday? So if we were to plan any important meeting or any outing, we would first look at this and then plan. The kind of effect that had on the team. The team used to think that, okay, the leader thinks for us, doesn't plan any important meeting when it's an important day of my life, rather personal life. I mean, there are lots of things that we had done, as far as engaging with people. Appreciation is very important, and constructive feedback is very important. So that's the part of engagement. I mean, you can always connect with me if you want more ideas on how to do employee engagement, something which I just told you just now. third pillar is empowerment. And empowerment consists of what kind of a coach you are, what kind of a mentor you are. Remember, guys, you are a leader of this team, but you need to be an all areas of life person. Your single bottom line agenda being a leader is to empower others so that you can go home early. Are you understanding this? So if you empower others, then they become capable at their work. They are happy because they are capable, and you need not micromanage them. Most of the people don't like micromanagement. So, and by the way, you can't hold them responsible if you are meddling in their affairs. Okay, if you are telling them how to do it, then you can't hold them responsible for the results. Remember this. So, empowerment is very important. Teach the best practices in business to people, coach them, mentor them, and be an all areas of life person. So, trust, engagement, empowerment. If you take care of these three things, you'll be a great leader. Again, it's a process, may not happen overnight, but if you really want this to happen quickly, connect with me. Like this video, share this video. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section. Like our page, and subscribe to this channel. Click on the bell icon, and you'll keep on receiving such interesting stuff. Okay, you'll get a notification, and you can see all such videos. Okay. Our website, www.agileneuro.com. By the way, that website has the leadership style inventory assessment. So you will know what is your leadership style, and it's for free. And my number is given to you. So connect with me whenever you feel like. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.